Good afternoon. It's kind of unusual day where it seems like it's going to rain, but then it's not going to rain, and it's hot, but then maybe it's a little chilly, a little bit of chill in the air, and we don't know what to do with ourselves, and we're kind of half dozing on the couch, and we're just not really sure where we want to be or what we want to do. But I was thinking of a little story about a little boy who was wandering by the beach. He's sitting on the shore. He's looking at those waves, and he's saying, "Boy, if I can have a wish, I'd wish I could have a boat. I'd like to be sailing on that water." And while he's thinking about that, little old lady appears right next to him. She's like, "You'll never guess who I am." And he is like, "Fairy godmother?" "You got it." He said, "Well, if you're a fairy godmother, make me a boat." She's like, "Do you want me to help you make a boat?" He's like, "No, I want a wish. I want a boat. Give me a boat." So she takes out her wand. She wiggles it and waggles it. She says a few spells. "You sure you don't want to help me? Just give me my boat." Well, poof. A little boat for the boy. So the boy jumps in and starts to sail away. And Fairy Godmother's like, "You didn't say the magic words. It doesn't work without the magic words." He's like, "I got my boat. Leave me alone, old lady." So he goes to sailing, but the water gets rougher. And she's yelling, "Please say the magic words." And doesn't want to say anything. The wind blows and tears off the front of the boat. Oh no, it's tipping, tipping, tipping. The wind blows, the waves crash, and it tears off the back of the boat. Oh, and the little boy's hanging on to the mast and the sail, and is it going to make it to shore? And she's like, "Please say the magic words." But he won't say anything. "Just get me to shore, will you? Get me to shore." The boat sinks. The next day, everybody comes to the beach looking for the little boy. But all that floats to the shore is his t-shirt. What were the magic words? Do I hear please? Do I hear thank you? That's all he needed to say. Back to this dreamy kind of day. It's a great book. It's all a dream. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And it starts out with a poem, just talking about dreams. Child of the pure, unclouded brow and dreaming eyes of wonder, though time be fleet and I and thou are half a life asunder, thy loving smile will surely hail the loved gift of a fairy tale. I have not seen thy sunny face, nor heard thy silver laughter. No thoughts of me shall find a place in thy young life's hereafter. Enough that now thou wilt not fail to listen to my fairy tale, a tale begun in other days when summer suns were glowing, a simple chime that served to time the rhythm of our rowing, whose echoes live in memory yet, though envious years would say forget. Come, hearken then, ere voice of dread, with bitter tidings laden, shall summon to unwelcome bed a melancholy maiden. We are but older children, dear, who fret to find our bedtime near. Without the frost, the blinding snow, the storm wind's moody madness, within the firelight's ruddy glow, the childhood's nest of gladness. The magic words shall hold thee fast. Thou shalt not heed the raving blast, and though the shadow of a sigh may tremble through the story, for happy summer days gone by and vanished summer glory, it shall not touch with breath of bale the pleasure of a fairy tale. So the one I'd like to read out of this book of tales is called Jabberwocky. And there's a book lying near Alice on the table while she sat watching the White King, for she was a little anxious about him and had ink to throw on him just in case. She turned over the leaves of the book to find some part that she could read, for it's all in some language I don't know, she said to herself. It was like this. And I don't know if I She puzzled over this for some time, but at last a bright thought struck her. Why, it's a looking-glass book, she said. Of course, and if I hold it up to a mirror, the words will go the right way. And this was the poem that Alice read. Jabberwocky. You guys like stories about knights and dragons and monsters and fights to the death. Well, that's what this is about. Wow, adventure. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toads did gyre and gimble in the wob. Oh, mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome rats outgrave. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jumjer bird, and shun the furious Bundersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the maxim foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as an oafish thought he stood, the Jabberwock, with eyes of flame, came whiffling down the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumping back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, callooh, callay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toads did gyre and gimble in the wave. Oh, mimsy were the morogroves, and the momy rats outgrave. Thank you. Nothing like an adventure